Wow, Ashlyn said, expelling a breath through puffed cheeks. That was a lot. Scott gave a sheepish grin.
Is it bad if I admit I'm glad I finally got to punch that douchebag?
Beaming, she encircled his wrist and tugged him inside. Not in the least. Come on, let's get some ice on that hand. And then I'm going to make sure I thank you, while both of us are naked, if you didn't catch my drift. Waggling her eyebrows, she led him to the kitchen. She prepared the ice pack and used the first aid kit to clean and bandage his knuckles. Man, you're fierce, she said, applying the ice to the back of his hand. Thank God you came along when you did. Robert was never violent. I have no idea what got into him. Lifting his free hand, Scott cupped her jaw.
Maybe he realized he pushed away the best thing that ever happened to him.
Lost in the emotion that swam in her lover's deep brown eyes, Ashlyn felt the prick of tears. Scott, she whispered.
I'll never let anyone hurt you, Ashlyn. You know that, right?
Swallowing thickly, she nodded, unable to form any sort of reply since her throat was clenched tight. Sitting there in the kitchen that was set to be demolished and rebuilt the following week, Ashlyn felt her heart shatter. Unwilling to lie to herself any longer, she embraced the feelings that ran so deeply for the man who gazed upon her. I'm falling for you, she whispered, shocked when a tear escaped and trailed down her cheek. His lips formed a heartbreaking smile.
Sweetheart.
His tone was reverent, causing her soul to ache. Don't say anything back, she said, covering his lips with her fingers. I don't want to ruin this.
You can't ruin something as amazing as what we have,
he said against her fingers.
Can you?
Let's not find out, she said, grinning and hoping to lift the mood. Light and fun, remember?
I think we surpassed light and fun weeks ago, Ash.
Breathing a laugh, she nodded. I think we did. But let's pretend oblivion a little while longer. At least until the house is done. I don't want to make it awkward and there's too much to contemplate. Let's discuss everything when the guys finish in September. His eyes searched hers.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure, she said, leaning forward and placing a sweet kiss on his lips.